Hello and welcome to the G-Log for the 10th of January 2016. I am Garen Reaver. Today's G-Log is all about PokéSins suggestions. Thread number 2 was archived, so now thread number 3 is the only one active. That means that all the previous links in PokéSins episodes are no longer usable. Thread number 3, which is linked in the description and will be linked in the description of every PokéSins episode until a new thread is made, has a slightly different method of posting suggestions than previous ones, which is why I'm doing a separate G-Log on it. For those of you unaware, you can post suggestions for future Plusles and Minun on this thread on the Tuapio subreddit, which is linked in the description of every single one of my videos, the subreddit that is. I then look through the thread after I've scripted my part of the episode, and I may use one or more suggestions from them, and I will always credit the person whose suggestions I use. Note that if I don't credit you for one that you think is yours, then it's not yours. Also, I only take suggestions for the main series, so I don't take them for Origins, the unreleased Patreon series, or any non-English episodes like Porygon and Dratini. But on to the actual method of suggesting. This has changed slightly from previous threads, because it makes my life considerably easier. As I don't know exactly whether this will work, this is a bit of a trial, but if it doesn't, I'll just lock this thread and create a new one in the old method. So the way this works and the way it's differed from previous threads is I have posted once for each episode that is currently accepted. That's currently 39 through 43. To make your suggestions, you then reply to the post for the correct episode and post up to 10 suggestions. Do not post more than 10, please. The format for these suggestions is Plusle or Minun, time, script. So you say whether it is a good or a bad thing, a Plusle or a Minun. Then you say the time in the episode. This must include the intro, that the thing appears, and then the script itself is what I say or do. So you can put in sigh in asterisks, and I will say just a note, because people are doing it a lot, don't bother linking me where you got your timings, because I will not use them. I'll just use my timings and search around the area for the thing you've said, and if I don't find it, then I won't use it. Please post all of your suggestions in a single comment. Don't spread them out over multiple unless they're for different episodes. And that pretty much sums up how this goes. Do not create new posts in this thread or new threads on the subreddit for the purpose of suggestions. That's happened a few times. I will just delete them and I will not read anything on them. Hopefully this method will make it much easier for me to find relevant suggestions for the episode in question. Note, I will still be using the ones from the previous thread until we've moved through all of the ones that are on there, at which point I'll just stop looking at it. This means don't repost anything you've got on the second thread, because I will be checking that as well. A couple more things. These are more suggestions for your suggestions rather than rules for the thread. But I suggest you don't go on something like Bulbapedia and just suggest all the errors they list, because I do check them when I'm writing it, and therefore yours won't get in. And sort of try not to anticipate what I'm going to say. Try and come up with your own things, find the tiny little things I miss, or I'm likely to miss, and don't anticipate what I'm most likely to react as in that moment, because then, well, it'll be in my script and I won't use your suggestion. Just another note is that $5 patrons on my Patreon, which is also linked in the description, get priority status for suggestions, which means I will credit them even if I came up with the same thing, or if somebody else came up with the same thing, they will still get the credit for that. If you wish to become a priority status patron, you just need to go and pledge on my Patreon, and at least one confirmed payment, at which point you will be a priority status patron for the majority of your patronage. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to reading all of your suggestions. Catch you later.